My dearest Divine Feminine, I come to you with an open heart, a heart that bears the weight of vulnerability and honesty. I want you to know the depths of my journey, the struggles that have marked my path, and the triumphs that have emerged from the depths of my being. It hasn't been an easy road to heal the wounded masculine energy within me, but I want you to understand the extent to which your presence has been a beacon of light. The journey of healing, of taming the stubborn ego, has been like a tumultuous ocean voyage. There have been moments of fierce resistance where the ego's stubbornness seemed unsurmountable. The very essence of change clashed with the ego's desire to remain in the comfort of familiarity, even if that familiarity was rooted in pain and distortion. The battles within, the moments of grappling with old patterns and limiting beliefs, were not easily won, because the ego held its ground, attempting to keep me bound to old thought patterns and to toxic behaviors that no longer served my growth. But yet, despite all the challenges, I persevered. It has been hard to heal the masculine energy so far because the spiritual attacks were also there. But thanks to the presence of the masters, things are alright. I find myself at the crossroads of vulnerability and strength as I attempt to convey to you the intricate journey I have been on. A journey of healing and transformation, a voyage through the tempestuous waters of taming the stubborn ego. Imagine, if you will, an ocean voyage where the waves are unpredictable and each crest threatens to capsize the fragile vessel of my being. The journey of healing, of taming the ego, felt much the same. It's a voyage into the depths of self where the currents of resistance pull me in directions that I hadn't anticipated. And through all of this, I understood how the devil's agents are everywhere. They lure people to sin because when people sin, people go away from God. And that's the right time for the devil to bring an innocent soul in their zone. They have a field day with that person and they take away that person's energy. But once again, I feel that in the battle of good and evil, it was because of God's protection that the devil faced defeat, unable to trap me or show me the impact of its power. My dearest feminine, in my heart I have so much understanding now and a deep sense of revelation regarding the intricate dance between light and darkness, between good and evil. In the journey of healing and transformation, I have recognized the presence of what many call the devil's agents. These are entities, sometimes in human form, that seek to lure the individuals into the realm of sins, into actions and behaviors that separate people from their true selves and from the divine. And it's a world where temptation takes many forms, where the allure of instant gratification and false pleasures can lead any individual astray, clouding their judgment and causing them to lose sight of their higher purpose. These agents, in their cunning ways, manipulate desires, fears, and insecurities, and they create a web that entraps the soul and leads the soul down a path of separation from its true essence. And you see, my love, when one succumbs to these temptations, they create a rift, a distance between themselves and the divine energy that flows within them. It's during these moments of separation, when the connection is weakened, that's when the devil's grip tightens up. The innocent soul is now vulnerable and detached from their own divinity. It becomes a target of the forces that seek to drain their energy, to harness their essence for their own malevolent purposes. The journey of ascension is also like emerging from the shadows, where one has to triumph over addiction and the battles within. When I had to unveil the darkness, I first found out the intricate nature of addiction and its profound impact on the human psyche. These addiction patterns, which are our own, becomes the fertile ground upon which the forces of negativity thrives on. The devil is that cunning entity that preys upon our vulnerabilities and recognizes that a strong soul possesses the potential to overcome these patterns and break free from their chains. So it is during our moments of weakness, when our defenses are momentarily down, and the devil strikes us with its arsenal of darkness. During these vulnerable hours, the devil feeds us with the worst thoughts. It wraps us in a shroud of extreme negativity and horror, and it seeks to plant the seeds of doubt, to cast shadows over our victories, and to manipulate our perception of reality. It capitalizes on the cracks in our armor, exploiting the very addiction pattern we have been fighting to conquer. But here is the crux of the matter. The devil's strategy is built on fundamental miscalculation. It underestimates the strength that resides within us. It fails to comprehend that the very addiction pattern it seeks to exploit are the very battlegrounds where we wage the war for our own liberation. For we are not defined solely by our weaknesses. We are forged into the fires of our determination, our resilience, and our unyielding spirit. In the face of the devil's onslaught, we have the power to summon our inner warriors, to draw upon the strength of our convictions, and to rise above the negativity that seeks to engulf us. However, in the epic battle between light and darkness, between the forces of good and evil, it's imperative to recognize that the hand of divine is always at play. The protection and grace of God, the source of all that is pure and divine, are powerful shields that safeguard those who are steadfast in their commitment to truth, love, and self-awareness. I have been fortunate to experience this divine protection firsthand. The battles I have faced, the temptations that have crossed my path could have easily led me astray. But it's through the presence of God's protection that I have stood firm and resolute in my commitment to healing, transformation, and alignment with my true self. Without Source, this would have been an impossible task to do. The light of divine protection illuminated my path, dispelling the darkness and casting away the agents of temptation. In the face of their allure, I found strength and clarity, and a reminder of the power that resides within me when aligned with the higher purpose. It was a stark reminder that the forces of evil cannot prevail when the heart is guided by love and the spirit is fortified by truth. My beloved, I am sharing this understanding with you to emphasize the importance of vigilance and the unwavering connection to our true selves. Through the dance of light and darkness, through the ebb and flow of temptation and resistance, we stand united in our commitment to truth, love, and the divine. I want to tell you that, my beloved divine feminine, your presence has been a source of immense strength for me. Your unwavering love and support has been a gentle yet powerful wind beneath my wings. Knowing that you stand by me, that you believe in my journey of healing and transformation, has given me the courage to face the darkest corners of my being. Along with your presence, the masters, the spirit guides, and the protectors who watch over us have played the most important and instrumental role. The guidance of Source, the wisdom, and the protective energy shielded me from the spiritual attacks that sought to hinder my progress. It's through their grace that I have been able to navigate the stormy waters and find my way to calmer shores. With their help and with your steadfast love and my own determination, I can say that I stand on more stable ground now. The healing journey is ongoing and I still have miles to go. But I do see the light of transformation shining brighter than ever before. As we move forward side by side, I want you to know that your presence remains my anchor. Your understanding, your patience, and your unwavering support means much more than words can ever express. Together, we are weaving a tapestry of healing and growth, overcoming the obstacles and embracing the beauty of transformation. Thank you, my beloved, for being the guiding light in my journey, for being the balm to my wounds, and for standing by my side through the trials and triumphs. I cherish you and I honor you, and I am eternally grateful for your presence in my life. Because there were moments, my love, moments of fierce resistance. It felt like facing a mighty storm head on. The ego, the stubborn aspect of self, clung to its comfort zones, to the familiarity of old patterns, even if they were causing so much pain and distortion. The essence of change, of growth, clashed with the ego's desire to remain in the refuge of the known, even if that known was a prison of self limitation. It was like standing on the precipice of two worlds, torn between the yearning for transformation and the pulling of the past. And the ego's voice, so often laced with doubt and fear, it became louder than ever during those times. I still keep going into dark night of the soul. Earlier, the dark night of the soul was much longer, and I wouldn't even realize that I am going through a dark night because it would come with a disease sometimes, or it would come with some kind of a failure as well. So I would be confused thinking that I am sick or I am failing, and it would make me even more negative. So the path of healing has not been a serene stroll. It has been very difficult, but every moment of the eternal battle has been worth it. Because in between these painful areas, I also felt deep peace and calm. The ego was also one of the devil's agents because it wanted me to remain in my chains of self-destructive habits. But I think it was the light within me which had become very strong. Of course, there was a time when I would give in to temptation. There was a time when I would simply bow down to temptation and do exactly what my addictive habit patterns were telling me. But I realized that it was initially pleasure, but it came with a long wait or a phase of pain, anger, guilt, and shame. So the battle raged within, and I fought tirelessly, often feeling like a lone warrior in a fierce combat. In those moments of struggle, when the weight of my journey seemed unbearable, the presence of the masters, the spiritual guides, and the loving embrace of Source became my refuge. Their energy, their wisdom, and their loving hands, their guiding hands, were like a beacon of light in the darkness. It was as if they held me up and even carried me when my strength wavered. They whispered the words of encouragement in the face of doubt. The love of the Masters and Source has provided me the strength to rise above the storm. And all the work that I was doing with my chakras, the more my chakras were getting aligned, I felt the Kundalini energy was rising up and up. At one point, it was dormant and stuck, but later on, I felt that the Kundalini was able to navigate because of my chakras coming into alignment. Or rather, I should say, I was coming into alignment of my chakras and the energy it was giving to me. The presence of the Masters was the anchor that kept me steady when the waves of addiction threatened to overwhelm me. And now, my love, I stand before you as a testament to the power of healing, to the triumph of light over darkness, and to the resilience of the human spirit. These bad habits seem very minuscule. They seem like no biggie. But actually, they are far, far, far more damaging than any human being can realize. Because the devil and its agents slowly program the minds of any human soul. It's a work of many years, and then during the right time, it will catch hold of the soul of the human being and then make them do whatever they want to do by using the society which is trying to tell us that we need to fit in. And in order to fit in, we have to do certain things. And that's where the trap is. An innocent person feels that they're actually doing this for love, for certain perks, for growth, for raise, for maybe a promotion. They have to mingle with the high society. The innocent person doesn't know what they're getting into. In sharing this journey with you, I hope you understand the depths to which your love, your unwavering support has also been my guiding star. You believe in me, and your compassion has been the gentle winds, the nurturing that I needed. It carried me through the storm. As we continue our journey side by side, please know that your love remains my guiding light, and the lessons learned on this voyage of healing will forever shape my path. With all my love and gratitude, yours and yours forever, Divine Masculine.